This woman lost 215 pounds. No Ozempic, no weight loss surgery. And honestly, that's not even the craziest part about her story. The craziest part is Leah had been trying to lose weight since the third grade. The third grade. Most kids are worried about homework. Leah was already worried about her body. So the question is not just, how did she lose 215 pounds? The question is, how does somebody keep failing for over 20 years and then suddenly change for good? And at the end of this video, I'm going to share a piece of behavioral science that explains how you hearing Leah's story today can actually make you more likely to succeed. Because Leah did not just lose weight. She got her choices back. Her name is Leah Hope, 36-year-old photographer based in Arizona. And from the outside, her life looks fine. You know, a creative career, a loving family. But Leah said, behind the scenes, her body was making choices for her. She couldn't go to places the way she wanted. She couldn't keep up. Even making the bed at 398 pounds is incredibly hard. And then came the trip to Disneyland. She was trying to spend the day with her 3-year-old nephew. A regular aunt day. You know, those memories that you're supposed to enjoy. But within hours, Leah was exhausted. She had a migraine. And she spent the day sitting on a bench, watching him enjoy and have the time of his life without her. And driving home, she had the realization that changed everything. She said, I realized how small my life had become. Not how big her body was, how small her life had become. And that's what separates this from a regular before and after story. Leah was not chasing a smaller body. She was chasing a bigger life. Now, if this was Leah's first time trying to lose weight, this story would be impressive, but it would be less interesting. What makes it interesting is she had tried before, a lot. She started dieting in 3rd grade. Then came years of plans, attempts, restarts, and probably a lot of shame. And after all that effort, she still ended up at 398 pounds. This is the part I think a lot of women watching will understand. Sometimes the problem is not that you haven't tried. Sometimes the problem is you've tried so much that you stop believing that you can trust yourself. So when people look at Leah now and say, you know, how did she do it? I think the better question is, what belief did she have to lose before the weight could come off? Before we get into what actually changed, I have to address what everyone is thinking. Because we are in the Ozempic era. And I want to be clear that this is not a shame video. If someone uses a surgery, a doctor, medication, a meal plan, a trainer, or a coach, those are tools. Your body, your choice. But Leah's story matters because she didn't choose GLP-1. She did not choose weight loss surgery. And she still lost 215 pounds. So now the questions gets even more interesting. If it wasn't drugs, it wasn't surgery, then what changed? Because it was not magic. The first thing Leah had to let go of was motivation. And people ask her constantly, how did you stay motivated? And her response is, I did not. That is such an important answer because motivation feels good, but it is unreliable. Motivation is there when the video is inspiring, but it is gone when you're stressed, you're hungry, or you're busy. Leah compared it to doing taxes. Nobody wakes up in the morning excited to do taxes, but you have to get it done. That is how her healthy habits became not emotional, not dramatic, just non-negotiable. And as a coach, this is where I want you to pay attention, because discipline is not punishment. Discipline is how you stop negotiating with the version of yourself that wants the easiest choice. That is the first clue. Leah did not wait to feel ready. She decided, but discipline alone was not enough. Because if you have ever tried to lose weight, you know the next trap: perfectionism. Before, Leah could get derailed if she could not do the full thing. No perfect workout, then why bother? No perfect meal, the day is ruined. Miss Monday? Start again next week. Then she changed the rule. It was no longer all or nothing. It became all or something. No 45-minute workout, 5 minutes still counted. No perfect day, one better choice still counted. And this is the part that makes it powerful. She lost 58 pounds in 6 months while building that consistency. Not perfection, consistency. That is the second clue. She stopped making the perfect version. Then Leah did something that is the deepest part of this transformation. She stopped asking, how do I get the results the fastest? And started asking, who do I want to become? She pictured the healthiest version of herself. What does that woman do in the morning? Maybe she wakes up and walks. Maybe she eats a real breakfast. Maybe she sits down, pray, journal, breathes, and starts her day intentionally. Then Leah realized something simple but powerful. She did not have to wait until she lost all the weight to start acting like that woman. She could start today, and that is the identity change. You act like her before you feel like her, before the scale catches up, before the confidence catches up, before anyone else sees it. That is the third clue. Leah stopped waiting for the future version of herself and started practicing her. Now, here is another part I really respect. Leah did not pretend she liked exercise at the beginning. She did not. At a size 6X, movement was hard. So instead of forcing herself into a workout identity that did not fit yet, she experimented. Walking, chair yoga, swimming, and then she found pickleball. That was the first time movement started to feel like something her body could actually want. Pickleball led to hiking. Hiking led to more energy. More energy led to more life. But do not miss this. It took about a year and 123 pounds lost before any movement stopped feeling forced. A year, not 7 days, not 30 days, a year. That is the fourth clue. She did not find the perfect workout. She found a way back into her own body. Now, we have to talk about food. Because this is where a lot of people overcomplicate everything. Leah tracked what she ate, but she tracked how she felt. But she also tracked how food made her feel. What upset her stomach, what kept her full. She leaned into high protein meals and healthy carbs she actually enjoyed. Cottage cheese bowls, air fryer chicken, fruit, sourdough, food she could live with. And the data helped her stay calm. At the beginning, she could eat around 2,700 calories a day and still lose weight. Later, it was close to 1,700 calories. Her body changed, so the plan changed. Some weeks she lost, some weeks she did not. Hormones, stress, life, all of that matters. But because she had data, she did not have to spiral every time the scale paused. That is the fifth clue. She stopped guessing and started paying attention. Now, I do not want anyone watching to think Leah just white-knuckled her way through 4 years. She did not. She had tools, an accountability partner, a personal trainer, a counselor, a tracking app, an Apple Watch, compression garments for lipidemia. Tools matter. And this is why I don't like when people turn weight loss into a moral purity contest. Medication can be a tool. Coaching can be a tool. Tracking can be a tool. Leah simply chose a different set of tools. And the tool underneath all of this was her mindset. Discipline, consistency, identity, movement, and data she trusted. Now, remember at the beginning when I said there was a piece of behavioral science that explains why hearing this story can help you. This is the payoff. It's called self-efficacy. That just means your belief that you can actually follow through and succeed at something. One way we build that belief is by watching someone else succeed at something we want to do. Your brain sees proof that change is possible, proof that failure is not finite. That is why transformation stories matter when they are told the right way. Not to compare, not to shame, but to remind your brain, somebody like me changed, so maybe I can too. So maybe the most important thing Leah lost was not 215 pounds. Maybe it was the belief that she could not change. I want to know which part of Leah's story hit you the hardest. Was it the Disneyland moment, the dieting since 3rd grade, or the idea that her life got bigger? Drop one phrase in the comments. I read them. And I want this series to be built around the stories and lessons that actually help you. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell notification. Every week, we break down real women's transformations. What actually worked, what didn't work, and what you can realistically take into your own life. So what happened after 4 years of living this way? Leah lost 215 pounds. She lost 24 inches from her waist, 24 inches from her hips. Her pant size went from a 32 to a 12. She later had skin removal surgery, removing extra loose skin after the weight was already gone. And she talks about her scars like a scrapbook of the life she survived. But the real result is what she can do now. She can kayak, she can go horseback riding, she can zip line, she can hike, she can ride Space Mountain. And maybe the most full circle part, she can play with the same nephew she could not keep up with at Disneyland. This is why I keep coming back to this story. Leah did not just lose 215 pounds. She got her life back. If you're serious about starting your weight loss journey, I want to help you. I offer online weight loss coaching. if you're ready to lose 10 to 40 pounds, fill out the application in the description and I'll contact you. I'll see you guys in the next one.